Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Cutting My Way In. And today I'm going to keep it very short. Like I said last week, my goal for this week was to finish my my Next.js course, which was almost completed, which I did, and then take a MongoDB course so I can learn how to work with it, since I only have experience with a SQL database like Postgres. So I finished that, the Next.js, and then the tutorial that I used to learn about MongoDB was this one. It's called Learn MongoDB in an Hour by Brocode, and I really recommend this tutorial. This guy goes straight to the point. He doesn't extend things that don't have to be. And what I did was, as I was going in the crash course, I took major notes. So I made sure to take as many notes as possible. And what I did was I saved it in a MD file. So when you go to the crash course tutorial that I have as a repo in my GitHub account, you can see it here. So the notes, this is how it looks once you go into my repo account. So the topics, the concepts, commands that are needed, the logical query operators, indexes, collections, important notes. So it was very useful. I learned a lot and I feel very comfortable. And funny enough, I tweeted like an hour or two ago how one of my favorite things to do once I'm finished with a crash course is to add it into my tech stack. So now that I'm done with my Next.js crash course and my MongoDB, I added it into my current tech stack, and this officially marks the end of my learning for 2024. So I'm going only to focus on these technologies. I'm going to make sure I hone them, I become proficient in them before learning new things. Because for next year, I want to learn TypeScript, Python, I want to do lead code, and my main goal is to get a job as a software engineer. So for now, I'm only going to stick with this tech stack for the rest of the year. And the best thing of this is that everything connects to JavaScript. So my next project is going to be a WhatsApp clone, and it's going to be using Next.js, which is built on top of React, which is a framework for JavaScript. So I'm using the language that I'm working on, which is JavaScript, with this frameworks. So this is very good because since Next.js is built on top of React, I get to learn both. And then I'm going to use Tailwind, of course, for that project, but for the database is going to be MongoDB. And I'm also going to implement NextAuth because I want to make a login user for anyone that wants to log into the clone and in order to chat with other people. So that's basically the goal for this year. I was able to learn enough technologies. Now I need to really hone them, become proficient, so I can feel comfortable before starting learning TypeScript, Python, and doing lead code. So I'm very happy, I'm very excited. I'm very proud that I was able to achieve this in 6 months. So guys, it is possible. You can learn these things. And no, I'm not a master. Of course not, because these frameworks are in databases. They are very big, and they encompass so much within the tech field. But if you're able to become proficient enough, you can use Google, you can use AI, and it can guide you through to learn any topics that you may not know. So again, I'm not a master, but I'm confident enough that I can get things done using these technologies, which is my main goal, because I just got to keep pushing. I just got to keep practicing to get better. So yeah, that's basically the video for this week. I just wanted to show you guys how I was able to learn the database MongoDB. And the way that it was done with this instructor is that not only was I learning the commands, right? I was also using the compass. So for those that are not familiar, so if you have used PostgreSQL, you know that this thing called pgadmin. So basically, MongoDB Compass is equivalent of what pgadmin is for Postgres. Of course, they work differently in the way they save the data, but it's basically they're equivalent. So this tutorial taught me how to use a compass and also how to do it through the command line. So, and not only that, it taught me as well how to connect MongoDB through VS Code. Of course, this editor is amazing. I was able to do the same thing with my SQL tools, which is for my Postgres database. And MongoDB also has an extension, so you are able to connect through your terminal and really operate through VS Code with the commands, add data, update, delete, and all that stuff that you would do not only on MongoDB, but with any other database. So that was fun. I learned how to use the commands. I learned how to use the compass, and I can proudly say that I know now how to use MongoDB as a database. I'm very proud to say that. And then the next step is going to be learning how to connect my application to the database, which I know I'm going to be able to learn it. I just gotta, once I get to that point, I know I'm going to be able to make it work. So yeah, I finished my Next.js course in this week. I was able to finish my MongoDB crash course. I was able to add it as my current tech stack. And now the next step for next week is to start working on my next project, which is going to be WhatsApp clone. So yeah, that's everything I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.